the next John Wisconsin.
So we had some candidates for John Wisconsin this week.
Mhm.
Kenny Harrison, I kind of went into. He was really good. There's a Jim Brown story in honor of the Browns when he looked at me and said, I won't go into all of it, but he just said, son, you're doing more talking than listening.
Okay. A different time.
Didn't talk for like 45 minutes. But I thought I would settle because of the fishing and the time of the year.
Okay.
It is Joe likes to fish. I have dabbled. It is prom season. It is March. The Smelt are running. I'm going to tell you the Smelt story.
Here we go.
So me and roughly the same cast of characters that went out and relieved Oneida Golf and Country Club of some of its flags.
Was this also the same group that went to Pete's Beach?
Two of them, Pete, Byron, myself, Todd Teskey, Mark Halava, and Rick Crossland, I believe, are the protagonists here.
How did that?
We load up as always in Pete's Volare cruiser. And so the one was homecoming. This is now prom season. So we remember to turn the lights on, which is terrific the whole way. We don't get in any trouble. And we're going to go smelt fishing because it's the same night as prom. And what we used to do at prom is we'd go to prom, but then oftentimes we would take our dates home and then we'd go smelt fishing. So now it's our senior year. And really, nobody would like to go to prom with any of us. Here's the six of us, and we are all dateless for any number of reasons. But mostly it was like, hey, we're going to go smelt fishing at 11. And so prom's going to end for you at 11, and we have no dates.
You ditched them last year. Of course you're not going this year.
We have no dates. So here we are. This is great. So we load up. We go next to Rick Crossland. We go to Doc Ock, who is a great orthopedic surgeon in town, did my knee. And we get the smelt nets from Doc. And we pile into the car with a few beers, and we head north to Bayshore Park. Okay, so what's that?
Right.
20 miles out of town, if that?
Yeah, no, that's
Bayshore Park used to be where the Packers had training camp when it was the Rockwood Lodge or whatever it was, the Redwood. So we go up there, and we're all out there, and we cast our nets, and we are pulling in fish after this. It is abundant fishing. Things are good. We're filling up the 5-gallon buckets of fishing. And now we have a net that is stuck. We have a net that is stuck. And by the way, we can't find Todd Teskey, who, by the way, Todd went on and this is right here. We are high school vagrants, deviants. And Todd, after going to UW Oshkosh, worked his way up. He was the president and CEO and chairman of the board of Briggs and Stratton for years.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Okay.
Just
successfully, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Mark Halava, who's on the trip, right? He's an emergency room doctor in Milwaukee. Great. So we go. And Todd's nowhere to be found, and we're pulling and we can't find this. We can't get the nets now. It's all guys pulling on the same line, and we're working, and we're going from different angles, and we can't get it loose. And finally, we're going to give it one more pull, and we all yank, and boom, out it comes. We all kind of go falling back, just like a Three Stooges movie. Nets released, fish are picked up, tops are put on, we get in there. We walk. Teskey, where are you? Teskey holds up a 6-pack, and there's one beer left. So we know where Teskey is. He has given up the fishing, and he's decided he's going to drink beer.
Perfect.
Get in the car. Now we got our gaiters on. We're going to now go drive to prom, and we're going to bring the fish, some of our catch, to a guy named Nate Smith. Because Nate had wanted to come. He gets elected prom king.
You're come. Taking the smelt to
Can't
prom.
come. Taking the smelt to him.
Okay.
Get in the car, we drive. We're about halfway back when we realize we're a man short. Okay, so we're not exactly the Marines, but we realize we can't. So now we got to turn around. We drive back to Bayshore Park, and there's our buddy who apparently, when the net gave way, fell back and hit his head on a rock and was out cold, and therefore was not able to walk back to the truck. So back to Pete's Volare cruiser. And we find Byron, and he's just laying there on the rocks.
What? So, still out?
Well, at that point, woozy.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of unaware as to what he was or what was participating and where he might have been. But we get him, and we kind of get him back right. And now he knows who he is and where he is. And we put him in the car, and we drive back to Southwest High, and we go to the gym in our waders with a bag, just a hefty bag full of fish. And we present those to Nate, and he's honored, obviously.
Oh, clearly.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then I believe the rest of the fish, I don't even know if we ate them. I think they became fertilizer at Steve Sharp's dad's house for some of his garden and some of his plantings. But So that was the one time in my life that I went smelt fishing, and the fishing itself was sort of a success.
Yeah.
The rest of it all was just an absolute hot mess, crazy shit show. And and my boy Byron, who was at Pete's Beach, we just left him on the rocks. But as I say, we went back and got him. Happy ending.
As are most of these John Wisconsin stories. Chaotic and a happy ending.
Seriously, right? Have you ever met a guy who is a bigger candidate for natural selection?
You have had some luck. I am
surprised. Like, if you take my driver's license away, I might walk into a telephone pole. I don't know. But there we are. But so happy smelting fishing, because I know they're kind of running. They're all in right now. That should be that time in and around this episode. And, God bless. I've never gone back, never wanted to risk it. But again, I can't say that no one was injured in the making that story, but everyone survived.
Everybody's still here. Okay, well, I got to be honest. For a guy that doesn't think fishing is a sport, we talk a lot about fishing on Inside Wisconsin. We'll see if we can keep that going.